The Russia-Ukraine conflict, initially seen as an economic disaster for Russia, has surprisingly turned into a massive financial windfall for Moscow. Contrary to Western predictions that sanctions would cripple the Russian economy, the reality shows a completely different outcome. In fact, Russia has not only withstood economic pressures but has profited immensely, turning the situation to its advantage. When the war began on February 24, 2022, the West, led by the USA and EU, imposed sweeping sanctions on Russia. These included blocking Russian banks from the SWIFT payment system, restricting access to the dollar, and halting the operations of major Western brands in Russia. The intention was clear: to push Russia's economy into free fall. The UK even boasted that these sanctions would drive Russia into an economic dark age. However, instead of collapsing, Russia's economy has thrived, entering what some have termed a golden age of economic gains. Despite predictions of inflation hitting 23% and a projected recession, Russia managed to turn the tables. Moscow earned a staggering profit of approximately $12.5 trillion since the war began, which exceeds China's entire GDP. The Russian ruble, far from collapsing, has grown into one of the strongest currencies globally. The West underestimated Russia's strategic economic moves. Russia's economy is heavily reliant on three key resources: fuel, minerals, and food products. Here's how Russia leveraged these to not only survive, but thrive amidst sanctions. Fuel dominance. Europe has historically depended on Russia for around 45% of its fuel needs, including oil and natural gas. When the sanctions restricted Europe's access to Russian energy, fuel prices in Europe skyrocketed. Natural gas prices increased up to 15 times, creating an energy crisis. Despite sanctions, Western countries secretly continued to buy Russian oil through back channels. This covert demand actually boosted Russia's revenue, with reports indicating that Moscow earned about 158 billion euros from fuel sales alone during the war. Minerals monopoly. Ukraine and Russia are significant suppliers of essential minerals like iron, steel, and rare earth elements. After gaining control over parts of Ukraine, Russia disrupted the supply chains that Europe relied on. The capture of key Ukrainian territories, rich in natural resources, allowed Russia to control the flow of critical minerals needed for Europe's industries, putting the EU at a severe disadvantage. Food and agriculture. Ukraine, known as the breadbasket of Europe, and Russia are among the top producers of wheat, cereals, and vegetable oils. The conflict disrupted these supplies, leading to shortages across Europe. Adding to this, Russia has a monopoly on fertilizers, which are essential for agricultural productivity. As a result, Europe faced not just energy shortages but also food scarcity. To counteract sanctions, Russia announced that all countries purchasing its fuel would have to pay in rubles instead of dollars. This move significantly strengthened the ruble, making it one of the best-performing currencies in the world. By forcing countries to buy rubles for their energy needs, Russia effectively bypassed Western financial restrictions and reinforced its economic position. The Ukraine conflict also served as an unexpected marketing campaign for Russian military technology. Using the war as a testing ground, Russia showcased its weapons capabilities, which led to a surge in arms sales to countries in Africa and other regions. In 2023 alone, Russia earned over $5.2 billion from weapons sales, primarily to nations that were supposedly supporting sanctions. This clever tactic of test first, sell later demonstrated the effectiveness of Russian military hardware in real combat, attracting buyers globally. The most significant windfall came from the territories Russia managed to seize in Ukraine. The captured regions contain vast deposits of coal, natural gas, oil, gold, uranium, and lithium. The estimated value of these resources is around $12.4 trillion. By gaining control of these assets, Russia secured a strategic economic advantage, ensuring long-term profitability from the occupied territories. While Russia profited from the conflict, the Western economies that imposed sanctions are struggling with inflation, energy shortages, and public unrest. European countries heavily dependent on Russian resources have faced soaring prices and declining industrial productivity. The EU's attempts to isolate Russia economically have, ironically, backfired, causing internal economic instability. Russia's ability to leverage its natural strengths, fuel, minerals, and food, demonstrates the importance of playing to one's unique advantages. The sanctions intended to cripple Russia instead highlighted the West's dependency on these critical resources. By identifying its strengths and exploiting global dependencies, Russia turned a potentially devastating situation into a strategic triumph. This conflict offers a broader lesson on the importance of leveraging unique capabilities. Whether it's a country, a business, or an individual, focusing on inherent strengths and strategically exploiting them can lead to success, even in the face of adversity. If you found this video insightful, make sure to hit that like button to show your support. It really helps us reach more viewers. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notification bell so you never miss our future content. Please leave a comment below. Your feedback and opinions are super valuable to us. And if you think someone else would benefit from this video, please share it with friends and family. Together we can spread the knowledge. Thanks for watching.